Uh, it's just Monday. We just went out there and had a quick little practice just to get our bodies warmed up. We're obviously not ready yet. We haven't got the game plan or anything like that. So we're just out here getting our bodies back warmed up, getting back acclimated, and we'll hit the ground running Wednesday.
What did you do for the bye week?
Went back to Houston, chill out, hang out with families, hung out with my girl, stuff like that. Just hang out.
What does that do for your mindset, just having that little break and able to kind of refresh?
Uh, it was definitely different than the day-to-day schedule here. So, but I also miss Buffalo a lot. Going back home at my mom's house, I don't have like my own bed or my own room anymore. So going back there was like, well, I guess I can't stay there. So I had to stay between my girl house and hotels. That's where I had to stay at. So it was just different. I was ready to get back to my own bed, to my own space, like this mine. Like it was kind of different.
I'm sure part of that's the routine too, just getting in the routine. I mean, ever since I'm sure it's been
Yeah.
kind of quick since the draft and then camp and the first couple weeks. But it's probably nice to have that routine.
Yeah, it is. It kind of threw it off a little bit, but after a couple days of the bye week, I was kind of like, all right, it's enough of this. I'm ready to go back and just be able to. It's nice to relax in Houston, but it really wasn't as nice as I'd have been in my own house, So after a couple days, I was ready to get back.
Having some time to just kind of think things over, what kind of stood out to you about the first part of the season for you and for this team?
Just probably be how disciplined we played on defense, how the offense responded to adversity, how we came together as a unit, how every week seemed like the team getting closer, and it seemed like when we went on break, guys were kind of happy to come back and interact with each other. And even though it was a couple guys that was in Houston that I hung out with, so it was just nice to have that camaraderie, and it's nice to be back with my guys, our guys.
Speaking of playing discipline, how do you kind of balance playing within the system but not playing outside yourself to still get that first career sack?
You just got to rush as one. You can't just say, oh, this play I'm gonna do this and hang everybody out to dry. Coach hit on that today. You just can't run off and do your own thing. I mean, it might work. You might hit 1 out of 10 times, but you're leaving your teammates out to dry. So just rushing as one, and they'll come when they come, but just rush as one.
You mentioned the camaraderie. After the Tennessee game, it got a little bit vocal on social media between Shaq and Jordan and the Tennessee linemen. What I took away from that was the camaraderie between your group is pretty strong. I mean, Jordan.
Yeah, I mean, you're not gonna break us apart. We kind of like a fish. We're not like an open hand. You can break our fingers, but we kind of like a fish. We all is one. So you come for one, you liable to get us all.
Ed, how do you not overlook, how does a team not overlook the Dolphins, knowing how bad they are?
Same way the Jets won this past week. You can't overlook anybody any given Sunday, and that's very true. It just come down to who played a better game that day or who was the better team that day.
For me, it gives me a chance to kind of get back, reset, refocus, re-energize, spend some time with the family. That gets neglected, especially in this style of business. And so be able to go back to Arizona and kind of hang out and with moms and with the family, it's been good. And so now we're back at work. Now it's time to refocus, get ready for these Dolphins. And I think everybody's on board with that. And everybody looks like they're locked back in.
Is there a little time for reflection as well of just the first half of the season? What kind of jumped out to you?
Well, for us, I mean, obviously we're 4-1. I think we're sitting in a great spot, but there are still a lot of things out there that we can improve on. Red zone defense, I think, turn the ball over, creating turnovers, special teams, eliminating some of the penalties, and obviously we gave up a block punt. So those things that we know won't allow us to continue to be 4-1 if we make those same mistakes if we allow that stuff to linger. And I think the coaching staff did a great job today as far as during their off week, kind of self-scouting us and letting us know that information so we can kind of see it for ourselves and obviously make a mental note of it and try to work to improve those areas as we move forward.
Obviously Fitzpatrick and obviously Josh Rosen as well. The fact that there's two guys that, it seems like they're always subbing in for one another and one's being benched. Yeah. What is the challenge with that and just having two quarterbacks?
You always got to prepare for two different styles of guys. I mean, obviously Rosen's a younger guy, almost rookie-ish in a sense because he didn't play a lot last year and now haven't played a lot this year because they've been kind of going back and forth. And then Fitzpatrick, I think what you're going to get out of him. he's a pros pro and been in this league a long time, and and actually they battled back last week once he got into the game. But I think they made the announcement. I think Josh Rosen will be starting, and so we'll obviously have our base plan probably for him, understanding what Fitzpatrick can do if he does come in the game. But at the end of the day, if we just focus on what we do, our schemes, and understand a little bit of what they do, we'll be fine once we walk out there.
Being here back at home, what is that like knowing you're going to have that environment as well?
It's great. I mean, Bills Mafia's been, every game has felt like a home game this far this season. And so I know they're going to show out for us once again, having the crowd noise, the environment, the juice going, which only helps us out. So it's been a pleasure to play here, especially we got 3 weeks of it too. So it's going to be great.
Yeah, you said it, man. Each week has its own difficulties. Each week has its own tasks. No team in the NFL that you can look past. The Dolphins they're obviously the record doesn't speak for some of the things they're doing on the football field. They are doing some things well that we're gonna have to stop, and some things they're probably gonna attack some of our weaknesses that we've showed on tape. So like you said, man, can't take any team for lightly in this league. So you got to come ready to work this week.
How do you kind of balance preparing for Josh Rosen and Fitz, knowing that when one starts, at least in the first 5 weeks, they haven't finished the game because of how terrible they've been playing?
Yeah. Two totally different style quarterbacks. I think the offense changed a little bit when Ryan. He's came in the game late in the games and is kind of more in the 2-minute offense, and so the game has changed a little bit when he's in the game. He's more. I see him as kind of a gunslinger, and Josh is more, trying to take care of the football, trying to manage the game, and so we're going to have to prepare for both, and we're excited for the opportunity to come back play at home.
So 3 TDs, 9 INTs. That looks kind of tempting for you, right?
Like I said, each week comes with its own difficulties and tasks. Hopefully when the ball's in the air, we're able to make plays on them.